Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here with the first episode of the Guild Wars Factions Let's Play. This Let's Play is going to be a little bit different than the first one due to the fact that there's two different sides, eventually, halfway through this story. So our previous character will be making a return, at some point. But let's get in here. You've seen the assassin for the last couple episodes, so we're gonna make a ritualist. I did some minor tinkering beforehand, so I kind of have an idea of oh wait. We have to make the armor blue because blue is just the superior color. I'm not taking opinions on this, it is. And let's enjoy us an opening cutscene. Oh, that's right, this one isn't voiced. I love factions, it's my favorite visually. 200 years have passed since the Jade Wind remade the face of Cantha, but the Empire of the Dragons still needs heroes. For decades, young Canthans have come to Shing Jea Monastery to learn from the greatest living hero of Cantha, the ritualist known as Master Togo. I just love factions, the weapons, the armors, the environments, everything about this campaign is just lay chef's kiss. Like, grab us our first weapon. So we can have a look at some of the armors real quick of the area. These two are wearing some of the armors. I really like the Elementalist armors from here, especially, you can't see it on her because she doesn't have it, but the Elementalist headpieces from this campaign are absolutely awesome. They're like little halos. So this is like a tutorial, but there's another option, I think, if you go up here and speak to Togi. So you believe that you have no need for basic lessons. Well, that may be so, but know this much will be expected of you in your time here if you are unsure and you wish to reconsider. So this is nice. They essentially added a short little thing you could do to kind of introduce you to the game if you were brand new, or they added essentially a skip option for anybody who is more experienced with the game. We are a ritualist, which is one of the new classes for the campaign. A lot about spirits and like spirit magic and lightning damage. I'm not exactly sure what builds I'm gonna go for yet. I don't think we're gonna do the very traditional spirit spammer. I think we might go for something a little bit spicier. But that is for later Giggle to decide. Alright, you talk to Ludo, I believe? Yes, I am Ludo. Welcome to the Monastery, young one. I trust that your time with Instructor NG was informative. If you cannot learn it here, maybe they cannot be taught. Seek out Headmaster Quinn. Ooh, a new ritualist. Welcome. You should seek out Headmaster Quinn in the monastery. She and her staff will provide you training. Good luck. I will seek her out. Can I enter the monastery? Indeed, I can. Let me know when you are ready. I am ready. Let's take you to the monastery. Once you decide, let me return to being orientation, training. Yep. So here we are, the first look at Cantha. This map is really cool and includes some really awesome locales. And I just love the NPCs and like I love everything about this campaign. This is my favorite by far, the whole everything. Ludo told me you arrived. Welcome. The spirits tell me that Professor Guy is ready to begin your training in ritualist arts. It seems that some necromancers other has left us quite a mess to look after. Not that I'm surprised. You'll find Professor Guy in Sunquay Vale. I'll look for Professor Guy. So one of the other things about factions is that you tend to get the skills a little bit quicker compared to the other campaigns. Let's just rock that and that. Right. Guess we just check that on for now. Dr. Lodo here for the first quest. Are you heading out into Sunqua Vale? Be careful, young one. The Vale is a dangerous place, especially for a lone student. In fact, I was just helping Lucas Kasai, you and Mai, Aslan, and Taya arrange a group to travel to the Vale together. Maybe you should all go together. Invite at least one of them to your party, and I shall meet you in Sunqua Vale. Once you've arrived with your party, I'll tell you more about the area and the dangers you will find within. Alright. Just appreciate some of this architecture a little bit. Man, this place rocks. There's going to be a lot of me saying very nice things about this campaign. I apologize in advance, but this is, not only is this nostalgia like city for me, I think this is probably one of the best aesthetics for a game I've ever seen, is the Canthan portion of the Guild Wars franchise. But anyway, let's grab us some heroes, or some henchmen, and go on out there. Let's grab healer, I guess warrior and shock. Yeah, there we go. Let's go on out. I apologize if the UI looks a little different. This is another of my accounts, so that's why everything's a little bit different. But I try to make it as close to the other one as humanly possible. I might have to change some volume and stuff like that as we go. Just let me know if anything seems super off. Ludo. I am pleased to see you out here, Spirit of Gaggles. I've said before, Sunqua Vale can be a dangerous place. In addition to the usual Mantons and Kappa, you may find yourself facing more organized foes. The Naga have been sighted in the Vale and increased in numbers lately. I certainly do not need to tell you to be careful around those snakes, do I? You will also see members of the Crimson Skull around the Vale. They are a little more than thugs and cowards, but be wary of them. They are led by a former student of this very monastery. You know, I think this is why Master Togo has been so lenient with him. He's hoped his former student reform his ways. But remember to take care of yourself and always travel with your companions. Alright. This is a monastery credit. You get these for doing some of the quests in the area, and they essentially let you turn them in for like random little items. There's some cows out here. Here are the mantids. The mantids are one of the local kind of enemies of the area. I'd say kind of almost like the devourers of this game. So see we summon spirits. The Devourers were very similar to these in the last game, kind of just like the wildlife that's in a lot of the different zones. I just love the Ritualist auto attack animations. They're all so like extra. Like just look at our character whenever we auto attack. All right, that one wasn't that bad. There we go. Do the entire lean forward, swing the entire staff around your body. It's just, I don't know. Something about it's kind of silly. By the way, let's go up here to Professor Guy. Just 1 second. Oh. There we go. I just wanted to double check real quick that all the audios are running. They are. Headmaster Quinn believes that you're ready for training, does she? Well, the spirits share many things with her that the rest of us cannot conceive. She is fortunate to have such omniscient allies, is she not? Well, we had better commence your indoctrination into the ritualist arts. The onus is again upon the ritualists to attend to the necromancer's foul leavings. One of their numbers has lost control of a augmentation of minions, which are now loose in the cemetery. I want you to take care of this problem for us. It'll provide us useful in evaluating your abilities. I shall give you some skills that may provide useful in dealing with this task. Once you feel comfortable with how these skills work, speak with me again to begin your task. Okay, we got some more skills. Minions gone wild. I hope you are ready. Another aspect of ritualists are these weapon spells, which essentially give us buffs based on whatever they do. Sometimes they'll give your weapon extra damage or an effect. Sometimes they'll give you HP back. Sometimes they'll give you block chance. Whenever you use them, it changes your weapon model. Kind of cool. Down their spirit. As I said, this was an excellent test of your ritualist skills. Your training is progressing at a most accelerated rate. It gives me considerable pleasure to send you to your next instructor. His name is Aang the Ephemeral, and he is a cherished friend to many of us at the monastery. Believe me when I say Aang is not what you are expecting, but but if you hope to be a great ritualist, you'll need him. Well, he awaits you in Panjang Peninsula. I will seek out Aang the Ephemerate. I have something else I have to do first. Eventually, at some point, I forget exactly when. I think it's now. It might be in factions, but at some point they started changing the quest decline dialogues into like funny little quips instead of just whatever they used to be. Instead of just like, you know, basically saying no. So we might be keeping track of those as we go through. Ooh. We got some stats, but I don't actually know what I want to run yet, so we're going to just keep that there. More bulls, some bamboo. So Factions kind of has an accelerated leveling process compared to the other games. So in Prophecies, it took us a good chunk of the game to hit max level, but into Factions, we'll be max level relatively quick, and you know, max geared relatively quick, and onto the end game. Not the end game, excuse me. The the rest of the game. These are the Naga. These are one of the other local enemies of Cantha. Kind of like snake people. Not like the snake people we've already met. Different snake people. Man, the ritual starter skills are so bad. But anyway. Here's Sumi Village. It's an outpost on our way to meet our first ritualist trainer. Let's read. The pastoral agricultural community has remained virtually unchanged for almost 1,000 years, and its temples and farmhouses are among the oldest examples of ancient Canthan architecture in the empire. Thanks to the preservation efforts of Master Togo, wealthy tourists from Kanyang City have so far been prevented from spoiling Sumi Village's idyllic splendor and historic villages. So just like an idyllic little town out here. Kind of cool. Again, I love these trees. The red arches. The well there. Also the Canthan outfit. The Canthan outfits are really cool as well. Even the ones on the NPCs that we as a player character can't get. But even the player character outfits, I tend to find that Cantha, at least overall, often tends to have like the best armor and stuff like that. The other ones tend to have one or two really good ones, but Cantha tends to have like 3 or 4 very solid ones, whereas the other campaigns might have one insanely good one. Some farmland here. You definitely see a slight graphical improvement over Prophecies. Things are were a little better, but this only came out 6 months after Prophecies, so this is still very much in that same timeline. We won't see a significant improvement really until we get to the next game, Nightfall. I say significant, but we won't really see much of an improvement until the next game. But yeah, also again, the weapons that like, I believe that's a Canthan short sword. I love that. I love our warrior's shield is called a Gothic shield with the spikes on it. I have one, I think, on one of my characters. It's pretty good mods. It's a lot of fun memories of Cantha and a lot of aesthetical joy. Also, a lot of the new pets here for rangers. So rangers get all these cool different pets. there's actually quite a bit of effort into them, despite the fact that they don't actually do anything different, really, depending on what pet they are, just besides Guild Wars 2. There's a couple that are slightly different, like there's one that has a slightly faster auto attack, but most of them are all just graphically, or all just functionally the same. But now we're going to get a lot more Eastern-inspired pets, so stuff like tigers and cranes and some other cool stuff like a phoenix at the very end of the game for rangers. A whole bunch of cool stuff here for the ranger players. Originally, there were also pandas, but pandas were actually removed due to some laws in China, preventing pandas from being harmed in games or something like that. But eventually they were re-added back into the game at some point. I believe it was post Guild Wars 2's launch, actually. But, yeah, pandas are another option, although it's quite hard to actually get the panda pet. Oh, here's another faction staple, the Oni. These are kind of tentacly demons. Excuse me, I think I might have to... No, I think everything is the same. We had it. Oni Shroud. Keep that. Chief flaws. This game never really got water right. I will say that is the one thing about this entire franchise. Love these trees, by the way. Little harbor down there. We'll see a lot of these places later as we do the Guild Wars Beyond in factions. But yeah, some kind of like a waterfall with an idyllic thing over there. But as I was saying, they never really got water right in this game. So here is Aang the Ephemeral. I imagine Guy was cryptic as usual in his description of me. Did I frighten you? You do not look easily frightened. Well then, let's get started. I bound the souls of some bandits to these objects years ago so that the envoys could collect them. The envoys are like the people who shepherd individuals into the afterlife, and there's some weapons themed about them that are just really cool. Actually, I might grab one and put on this character now that I think about it. Strangely, they never did, and the shackled souls remain here to this day. We will use them as test subjects for your newly acquired power, but be forewarned that they will show you no mercy if you allow them to the upper hand. Please take some time to review the skills I've just given you. When you are ready, speak with me again, and we can put these souls to rest. Alright, Spirit Rift, sweet. You finally got a damage skill. Do not be afraid. I'm Aang the Ephemeral. As a ritualist trainer, I've served Master Toga in the monastery for some years now, though time does not pass for me as it does for you. So I am not certain how long exactly. In that case, I'm here to assist in your training. What would you like to learn about? Shackled spirits. When you're ready to approach the soul keepers and oath them, dispatch the shackled spirits using your new skills. Okie dokie. So this is our first like actual damage skill in the ritualist. It pops that ball up slowly over time and then drops the damage on him. Pretty cool. Defeat 5. Okay. This is a pretty cool skill. We'll probably end up using this for a lot. Despite the fact that it has a long cast time and a long activation time, it does quite a bit of damage, and it does armor piercing damage, so it's actually quite a good skill. One more, it looks like. Can we reopen the box that we had done before? Oh no, it's over by him. Okay, I see. Hanging it from you'll be like a fine ritualist one day, Spirit of Gaggle. The training has progressed very well, Spirit of Gaggle. You're ready to move on to the next stage of your journey. Master Toga wishes to meet with you in Lumnak Courtyard, just off the main monastery proper. Use your map to travel there quickly. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Oh, Jesus. Alright, back to the monastery. However, I think that will be the end of the first episode of Guild Wars Factions, and next episode we'll go through and do our second profession and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed. Between episodes I'm going to do a little bit of build craft, or a little bit of build theory crafting, and take care of a couple of things so we can have a smooth journey. But I want to thank you for coming out. I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.